All right, I already know I'm gonna get a bunch of static from people for this because today we're doing a headphone shootout. That's right, fight to the death, 5 pairs of headphones. We're taking a look at Beats by Dre Studio3 Wireless, Bose QC35 Series 2s, Sony's 1000XM2s, Sennheiser's PXC550s, and last but not least, Plantronics 8200 Voyager UC. Yes, you're gonna have issues with this, so I've enlisted the help of 2 other people here at the station. I have an audio engineer who's played all over the world with different bands. The dude is brilliant. And I have another associate. He is our digital director, but he is also a musician banging out some smooth synth beats at O'Brien Media. Let's get right into it. Where do we begin? Well, this is primarily about noise cancellation, so let's start there. I have a test I put headphones through when I'm attempting to determine the efficacy of their noise cancellation technology implementation. I call it the machine room test. Here at Fox 11, we have a server room which contains not just switches, but racks full of data drives for backup, playout, and capture. All this equipment puts out a hum of just under 70 decibels. That is a combination of low frequency and high frequency droning and humming noise. There's your background for how we tested this round of headphones. It works because unlike airplane engine hum, which tends to be more at the low end of the frequency spectrum, I get bombarded by a good mix of sound waves, which really test how well a pair of headphones actively and passively cancels noise. I took all 5 of these headphones to the machine room and to the gym. The gym is also a great place to hear how well a pair of noise-canceling headphones work because the clank of the weights and the chatter of people carrying on conversations between sets tends to sit on the high end of the audio spectrum. Why do I keep harping on the high end? Well, the way noise canceling works is, and this is simplified, by using microphones to take environmental sound and create an inverted version of that sound, thus canceling it. We get noise cancellation. Think of sound as a wave of peaks and valleys, and what noise canceling does is mute the valleys better than it does the peaks. This is why low-end sounds are canceled effectively, and high-pitched sounds still tend to get through to some degree. So how did all the headphones do? All 4 of these headphones were not able to cancel out all the high-frequency sounds from the servers, the racks, all that. But the Beats by Dre effectively canceled out both the high and the low, something experienced by both my colleagues.
So Shaka and I ran some music through the Beats and the Bose, the Beats Studio3s and the Bose QC35s. The rejection on the Beats was better, and I remember being the rejection of the high end, which wouldn't be the actual, it wouldn't be the electronic rejection. It would be actually acoustic rejection with the, because the electronic doesn't deal with high end. It only deals with the low, mids and lows. The high end is just about insulation. As far as the sound, I liked, but it's only personal preference, but I liked the Bose just because it was less hypey, less hyped in the low end.
Yeah, these Bose, I can still have. Yeah, these Bose, I still hear some high frequencies with it. But the Beats, yeah, they're all around. Yeah, it cuts out the whole frequency. Yeah, much better. The Beats are much better.
In terms of all-around noise canceling, they all did a great job of canceling chatter. People will walk up to me at my desk talking and I couldn't hear a peep. All did a pretty good job of canceling most of the noise at the gym. You really can't go wrong with any of these choices in this roundup, and I think for most buyers, it's going to come down to price and sound preference. I'll say this, if you didn't like the way the Beats sounded in the first gen and chose to stay away since then, the time to try them again is now. I only bring this up because a friend of mine said he stays away from them but hasn't tried them for some time. 3rd generation Beats Solos and the Studios have a very different sound signature from the 1st gen units. So in terms of sonics, in terms of the sound quality, as you heard, Craig preferred the flatter sound of the QC35 Series 2s. For me, it would probably be the Beats over everything. I really like the warm sound, really preferred the tuning of the Studio3 Wireless. After that, it would be the Sony's, then the Voyagers, the Plantronics 8200s. I really liked the airiness, the soundstage that the Sonys and the Plantronics reproduced. It's just when you take the total package of the noise canceling and the sound quality of the Studio3 Wireless, for me, those are the win. When it comes to looks, I think the Beats, Bose and Silver, and Plantronics takes it for those who want that urban swag. But if you're looking for a more understated corporate chic, you'll want to look at the Sennheisers, Sony, or Bose in black. In terms of long wear comfort, the Bose and Sennheiser headphones felt lightest on my head with the least amount of clamping. The Beats felt heavier, but were just as comfortable over extended periods of wear due to their abundance of soft padding. The Sony headphones were comfortable, but felt heavier than the Beats. The Plantronics felt like they were the heaviest with the most clamping. 4 of the 5 felt like they fit completely over my ears, with the Sennheisers feeling like their ear cups were the smallest and just barely fit over my ears. There are some features which each pair have which may seal the deal for you. So let's take a look at those briefly. For Apple fanboys and fangirls, the Beats feature the W1 chip, which will get you better battery life, instant pairing across your iOS and OS X devices. It also has pure ANC, which is that adaptive noise canceling, which has put it at the top of the pack for noise cancellation. If you're in the Google ecosystem, the Bose QC35IIs now have a dedicated button for the Google Assistant, which will allow you to actually control some of the functions of the headphones from the Google Assistant button right on the headphones, which means you have to touch your actual smartphone less when you're wearing these. For the business power user, the Voyager 8200 UC features multi-point connection and universal communications and collaboration standard, which means it's going to work with your computer via the included USB dongle. This means it's going to work with a selection of voice over IP and internet messaging protocols like Skype for Business, Avaya, Cisco, Jabber, and a bunch of others. Additionally, since you're plugged into your computer via dongle, you can actually watch video without latency issues. With Sennheiser, you get a company that's also known for its microphone technology. So with their noise-canceling headphones, again, aimed at business users, you're going to get some really solid voice and noise canceling with the actual microphones themselves. So if you need to take a call in a busy airport, those are probably the ones that are your go-to. And if you like touch controls, Sony may be your huckleberry. The ear cups actually feature touch-based controls. Sony, Bose, and Sennheiser, all three have really well-done apps. Sennheiser's app even allows you to tailor the sound experience to your very specific hearing. All right, so I'm gonna call it the Studio3 Wireless are the new gold standard. You can disagree with me all you want, you can disagree with me all you like, but you take the test. You take 5 pairs of headphones, you put them in one of the noisiest environments you can find, and you see which pair effectively cancels out all frequencies of sound and actually delivers fully on the noise canceling promise. Pure adaptive noise canceling, for now, seems to be the best one on the market out of the 5 I tested. Hey, if you have any comments, questions, anything that I didn't answer in the video, please leave it in the comments below. I'll get to them as always. Thank you for watching.